Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Amirul Haziq bin Zakaria with ID number AM2412017999. So today I will present to you about first introduction. Tenaga Nasional Berhad is Malaysia's largest electricity utility company. It was established in 1990 after the corporatization of the National Electricity Board, or we call it NEB. As a key government-linked company, the NB is the main electricity supplier in Peninsular Malaysia. The company provides reliable, efficient, and affordable power to homes, business, and industries. By ensuring electricity supply, the NB plays an important role in supporting Malaysia's social and economic development. We go through for company background. The first one, company name and establishment. Tenaga Nasional Berhad (TNB) was founded in 1990 after the corporatization of the National Electricity Board. Today, it is listed on Bursa Malaysia and is one of Southeast Asia's largest public companies. For business core, TNB's core business is generating, transmitting, distributing, and retailing electricity. The company operates power plants across Malaysia and supply electricity to over 10 million customers. For vision and mission, we go to for vision first, whereby be a leading provider of sustainable energy solution in Malaysia and internationally. For the mission, deliver reliable, affordable, and sustainable energy that creates value of stakeholder and contribute positively to development of society and the environment.
Next, the current approach on pricing decision. Tenaga Nasional Berhad pricing decision can be seen through its tariff model, which is structured into 23 tariff categories. For example, Tariff A for household users has 5 tiered usage and minimum charge of RM3 per month. Tier rates start at 21.8 cents per kilowatt hour for 1 until 200 kilowatt hour per month. It will be going to restructuring and effectively on 1st July of 2025. It will shifting the nation mindset and perception on energy consumption. It will support the National Energy Transition Roadmap (NETR), which promote sustainability and fairness. Next, the focus point of this tariff restructuring. First, customer protection and incentive. TNB protects its customer through incentives such as exemption for low usage, rebates for vulnerable groups like miskin tegar household, and time of use program where customers save by shifting usage to off-peak hours. Next, transparency in charges. Bills are now itemized into three components: generation costs like fuel, network costs for delivering and infrastructure, and retail costs such as billing and customer service. This makes charges clearer to the consumers. Lastly, simplified voltage-based structure. We are moving away from the activity-based tariff with, uh, with classification into low, medium, and high level usage. The number of tiers also reduced, with lesser categories being used. Next, pricing decision also determined by the government. Tariffs are regulated by the Suruhanjaya Tenaga under incentive-based regulation using price cap and revenue cap controls. For example, regulatory period 4 from 2025 to 2027, TNB is allowed RM42.8 billion in capex and RM20.8 billion in opex, with a 7.3% returns, leading to a base tariff of 45.62 cents per kilowatt hour. Overall pricing model analysis shows that TNB applies mainly full cost plus pricing, recovering fixed and variable costs while earning a regulated returns. Marginal cost features also seen in fuel adjustment and time of use charges, while a minimum monthly fees ensure basic cost recovery. In short, the hybrid model ensures fairness, transparency, and sustainability. Next, the factors that driven the current approach been chosen. First, price perception. Electricity equals basic necessity, which is politically sensitive. Tariff design and increases shaped by the affordability concerns. For example, January 2023, households that use lower than 600 kilowatt hour exempted from the ICPT surcharge. Other than that, IBT, increasing block tariff, where lower usage price lower, while high usage price higher, which leads to social fairness. Besides that, transparent billing improve fairness perception. Next, government regulation. TNB is a regulated monopoly where tariff approved by the Ministry of Energy Transition and Suruhanjaya Tenaga. Incentive-based regulation (IBR) set the allowed revenue, which includes OpEx, CapEx, depreciation, and returns. Cabinet approval needed for any tariff changes. For example, in RP4 2025 until 2027, the base tariff will be 45.40 cents per kilowatt hour. ICPT will be shifting to automatic fuel adjustment (AFA) in July 2025 for clearer fuel cost reflection. This government subsidy will protect affordability, especially for household users.
Third, inflation and overall economic conditions play a key role in inform tariff decisions, where inflation rises, the cost of essential like wages, equipment maintenance, and imported fuel also goes up. These higher expenses push utility providers like Tenaga Nasional Berhad (TNB) to adjust tariff so they can continue covering operational costs and remain financially healthy. Finally, business ethics and social responsibility. TNB work with government to provide subsidies, targeted rebates, and flexible tariff options designed to protect vulnerable groups from financial pressure. Thus, the time of use (TOU) tariff encourage consumers to shift electricity usage to off-peak hours, making their bills more manageable while promoting energy efficiency. Suddenly, government backup subsidies and rebate programs to help low-income households cope with rising living costs without losing access to basic electricity needs.
We move to difficulty that the company face in selecting the current approach and propose solution on each difficulty. Firstly, balancing full cost recovery with affordability. The difficult is the MB has to cover all its costs, including fixed expenses like infrastructure and changing costs like food. The solution: use subsidies where low income and low usage households get discount, while higher usage households pay closer to the real cost since they can afford it. Second, full price volatility and exchange rate risk. For the difficult, with automatic full adjustment (FAA), full price change directly affects customers right away. So the solution: using more affordable renewable energy sources such as solar, hydro, and biomass. Third, complexity of tariff structure. The difficulty is the current tariff system is confusing because it has too many categories and levels. Thus, the solution is can be solved by grouping customers into low, medium, and high supply levels, making tariff easier to understand. Fourth, regulatory constraint under IBR, incentive-based regulation. The difficulty, the Energy Commission control the MB revenue and tariff using the price cap and revenue cap system. So that the solution is the MB and the Energy Commission must work together to enable more flexible regulation. The fifth, high capital expenditure for grid modernization and energy transition. Difficulty that we face from 2025 to 2027, the MB will invest 42.8 billion ringgit to improve the electricity system and support Malaysia move to cleaner energy. So that to overcome, the MB may choose to seek other financing options such as green bonds. And the last one, public perception and resistance to tariff hikes. The difficulty that the MB face there is people believe that the MB's tariff increase are irrational. So what to do? The MB may want to improve its communication with customers. That's all from my part. Thank you.
Next is analyze on how this current approach has enhanced the company profitability and performance. One key advantage is stable and predictable revenue recovery. By allowing TNB to recover both fixed and variable costs, the cost model ensures that profitability is less exposed to external shocks. For instance, when global coal price surged, ICPT surcharges were applied mainly to industrial users, while residential customers below certain consumption were protected through subsidies. This structure allowed TNB to maintain profitability without compromising affordability. Second, the model provides financial certainty for capital investment. With RM42.821 billion in capex approved for RP4, TNB can proceed with upgrading infrastructure, strengthening grid reliability, and supporting renewable energy integration. The assurance of cost recovery, along with a regulated return of 7.3%, give TNB a stable platform to finance large-scale projects, thereby enhancing long-term performance. So the third one is cost plus pricing has driven operational efficiency and performance improvement. Under the IBR framework, efficiency incentive encourage TNB to reduce avoidable costs, improve system reliability, and optimize fuel usage. 4. The approach has improved investor confidence and credit strength. Transparent regulatory mechanism and predictable returns reduce financial risk, making TNB more attractive to investors. This was evident where tariff reforms in 2035 introduced itemized billing components and automatic fuel adjustment, improving transparency and investor trust. Finally, the current model has allowed TNB to balance profitability and public responsibility. By introducing energy efficiency incentive, targeted rebates, and extended time of use tariff, TNB promotes sustainable energy usage while maintaining revenue streams. This strengthens its reputation as a responsibility utility and position the company to play a leading role in Malaysia's energy transition.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Razizakwan bin Azni. Today I will give an answer to the question proposed 8 factors influencing the pricing decision that could be considered by the company. First, regulatory framework and tariff structure. Tenaga Nasional Berhad pricing is regulated by the Malaysian Energy Commission incentive-based regulation, which set a price cap to protect consumer and earn a reasonable return. The imbalance cost pass-through mechanism adjusts tariffs based on fuel cost fluctuation, ensuring financial viability and consumer protection. Second one, cost of fuel and energy production. The price of fuel, comprising 65% of the electricity generation cost in Peninsular Malaysia, is under the influence of price fluctuation in the international market and coal prices. The NV is constantly looking at fuel purchasing option and investigating cleaner fuels to manage closure and meet environmental objectives. Third, capital and operational expenditure. The tariff structure include TNB's capital-intensive investment in power plants, grid infrastructure, transmission and distribution system, and renewable energy, as well as operating costs that involve maintenance, reliability, and technology upgrades. And efficient management at TNB's asset can keep costs down. Next one, energy transition and sustainability initiative. Through growing renewable energy capacity, advancing use of green innovation, and pricing costs into the economic equation of providing an affordable electricity supply, Malaysia's TNB has a target to achieve net zero carbon emission by 2050. Other than that, customer segmentation and demand growth. TNB has a customer base exceeding 10 million with a varying energy consumption behavior. To help faster demand growth and improve efficiency, it is also providing customized tariffs while securing future financial sustainability. After that, market competition and international expansion. As a regulated electricity supplier, TNB is exposed to international competitive pressure in its renewable sector in the UK and Australia. The requirement to adjust pricing strategies to remain competitive globally while managing risk and return constant. Furthermore, stakeholder and governmental policies. TNB is subject to government regulation implementing socio-economic policies such as subsidies and social support scheme on the affordability of electricity, striving to balance the interests of stakeholders and maintain revenues so they can stay competitive in this sector. And the last one, technological innovation. TNB utilize advanced metering and digital grid technologies to create complex pricing structures that encourage energy efficiency, peak load control, and dynamic pricing, allowing them to enhance system cost and customer engagement.
My name is Muhammad Zikri bin Muhammad Zahidi. So I will present about purpose and pricing strategy that could be implemented by the company for profitability and performance enhancement. Firstly, time utility pricing. Rates are higher during periods of high demand, usually late afternoon and early evening. To account for the higher cost of production or acquiring electricity on short notice, because demand and generation costs are lower during off-peak hours like late at night or early in the morning, rates are lower. Next, dynamic pricing. Dynamic pricing involves adjusting electricity rates in real time or near real time based on actual demand and supply conditions. Price rise during sudden spikes in electricity demand or limited supply encourage users to reduce consumption during this time. Next, performance-based incentive. Customers who use energy efficiency appliances or cut back on their electricity use are rewarded or given discount under this strategy. Rebates, bill credit, or reduced rate are a few examples of incentives for taking part in energy-saving initiatives. Next, cost plus pricing. Prices are set using a fixed profit margin in addition to the true cost of electricity generation, transmission, and distribution. It guarantees that utility makes a fair profit while recovering its expenses. So this is another pricing strategy. Next, volume-based pricing. Various rates are offered based on the quantity of electricity used under volume-based or variable pricing. For instance, in order to encourage bulk users, industrial customers who use a lot of electricity might be eligible for reduced per unit rates. Customers are billed at varying rates according to the amount of electricity they use under this method. Next, bundle pricing. The NB supply and other goods or services like upkeep, smart metering, or renewable energy source are combined into a single package priced under bundle pricing. This tactic can boost customer loyalty, diversify revenue streams, and improve customer value perception. Next, price scheming. We're launching inventive products like green or renewable energy tariff. Price scheming is employed in order to recoup the cost of infrastructure and development The utility first sets a higher price. Prices are gradually reduced to increase the customer base as production costs come down and adoption rise. Lastly, socially sensitive pricing. This approach protects low-income residential customers, in particular by adjusting price according to consumer segment ability to pay. To subsidy between various user groups, it maintains overall profitability while guaranteeing affordable access to electricity.